Have you ever wondered what would happen if America and Russia went head-to-head in a major conflict? The tensions have been building since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, with America leading efforts to counter Russian aggression through aid, sanctions, and alliances. But which countries are fully backing America in this standoff? These nations have shown strong support by providing billions in military help to Ukraine, joining tough sanctions on Russia, and standing firm in diplomatic forums like the UN. Stay tuned till the end to reveal the #1 supporter. Like this video if you find it interesting, subscribe for more global insights, watch all the way through, and share your thoughts in the comments. What country do you think is the top ally? Number 10. Japan. Japan is a strong ally of America in standing against Russia. Since Russia's attack on Ukraine in 2022, Japan has given over $13 billion in help to Ukraine. This includes money loans, food, medicine, and non-killing army tools like trucks, power machines, and flying cameras for watching. Japan cannot send killing weapons because of its peace rules in its laws, but it gives safety gear like strong jackets and head covers. Japan works with America to freeze Russian money and stop buying Russian oil, coal, and gold. In world meetings like the UN, Japan always votes with America to blame Russia and ask them to leave Ukraine. Japan has old fights with Russia over some islands called Kuril, so it wants to stop Russian power. The leader of Japan, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, went to Ukraine to meet President Zelensky and promise more help. In 2025, Japan added more money for rebuilding Ukraine, like fixing buildings and roads with Japanese tech. This shows Japan moving from just peace to helping in world safety with America. Japan's help makes the group against Russia stronger in Asia too. People in Japan support this because they value free countries like America. Number 9. France. France stands firmly with America against Russia, providing military aid to Ukraine and enforcing sanctions. As a NATO member, France sees the Russian invasion as a danger to European security. By September 2025, France has committed over 4 billion euros in total aid, including 3.5 billion euros in military supplies like Caesar howitzers, AMX-10 light tanks, air defense systems, and ammunition. It has trained thousands of Ukrainian soldiers. France joined US-led sanctions, freezing Russian assets and banning oil imports. President Macron has advocated for stronger European defense, but coordinates closely with America. France co-leads the artillery coalition for Ukraine with the US, supplying guns and shells. In the UN, France condemns Russia and supports Ukraine's sovereignty. Historically, France has pursued an independent foreign policy, but in this case, it fully aligns with the US to counter Russia. In 2025, France pledged additional long-range missiles and pilot training. This support strengthens NATO unity and shows France's commitment to international law and its alliance with America. French public opinion largely supports aiding Ukraine due to shared democratic values. Number 8. Sweden. Sweden fully supports America against Russia, especially after joining NATO in 2024. Previously neutral, Sweden shifted policy due to the Russian threat, aligning closely with the US. By September 2025, Sweden has committed 2.5 billion euros in military aid to Ukraine, including Archer artillery systems, CV-90 vehicles, anti-tank weapons, and ammunition. It has provided humanitarian aid, trained Ukrainian troops, and hosted refugees. Sweden imposed sanctions on Russia, freezing assets and banning trade. As a new NATO member, Sweden participates in joint exercises with the US, enhancing security in the Baltic region. The Prime Minister has visited Ukraine, pledging long-term support. In 2025, Sweden announced a multi-year aid plan and increased defense spending. Historically, Sweden's neutrality ended because of Russia's invasion, demonstrating a direct response. In the UN, Sweden votes with America against Russia. This support helps America strengthen NATO's northern flank. Sweden also contributes to EU aid packages and shares expertise in winter warfare. The Swedish people support this stance, seeing it as essential for regional safety. Number 7. Canada. Canada is a strong supporter of America against Russia as a NATO ally and close neighbor. By September 2025, Canada has committed over $3 billion in military aid to Ukraine, including Leopard tanks, armored vehicles, artillery ammunition, and drones. It has trained over 45,000 Ukrainian soldiers since 2015. Canada imposed tough sanctions on Russian officials and companies, banning oil imports and freezing assets. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has visited Ukraine multiple times, signing security agreements. Canada has a large Ukrainian diaspora, influencing its strong stance. In the UN, Canada condemns Russia and supports war crime investigations. This support reinforces US-led efforts in NATO and G7. In 2025, Canada provided additional financial loans and medical supplies. Canada leads meetings in the Ukraine Defense Contact Group with the US. It also contributes to Arctic security against Russia. Canadians support this policy, viewing it as defending democracy alongside America. Number 6. Poland. Poland fully supports America against Russia, driven by historical fears of Russian aggression. As a NATO member, Poland has committed 4 billion euros in military aid to Ukraine by September 2025, including MiG-29 jets, T-72 tanks, Crab howitzers, and ammunition. It has accepted millions of Ukrainian refugees and serves as a hub for aid delivery. Poland imposed sanctions on Russia, closing borders, banning flights, and freezing assets. President Duda coordinates closely with the US on security issues. In the UN, Poland calls for stronger action against Russia. In 2025, Poland increased defense spending to 4% of GDP and purchased US equipment like F-35 jets. Historically, Poland's own invasion in 1939 by Russia and Germany makes it vigilant. This support strengthens the US position in Eastern Europe. Poland hosts US troops, enhancing NATO presence. The Polish people strongly back this, given their proximity to the conflict and shared history with Ukraine. Number 5. Norway. Norway stands with America against Russia, sharing Arctic border. NATO member Norway committed $7.8 billion aid to Ukraine in 2025, including military NASAMS, artillery, tanks, training, humanitarian aid provided. Sanctions freeze assets, ban energy. PM pledged long-term support. UN condemns Russia. Svalbard tensions motivate. Helps US northern security. Donated 16 Fs. Increased gas to Europe. Participates US Arctic exercises. Norwegian support due to proximity. Increased defense budget. Hosts US troops. Winter gear for Ukrainians. Divested Russian assets. Commitment to democracy with US. Norway has also donated boats and anti-ship missiles. It supports Ukraine's reconstruction with technology. Historical Viking ties to region add cultural support. Norway's actions strengthen NATO unity. Number 4. Netherlands. The Netherlands fully supports America against Russia as old NATO friend. It has given 4.4 billion euros in military help to Ukraine by 2025, like F-16 planes, Patriot missiles, and tanks. The Netherlands leads the F-16 group with US. It trains pilots and gives bullets. Put rules on Russia, stopping money and diamond buy. Leader went to Ukraine promising more. At UN, supports checks on war bad things, especially after plane MH17 shot by Russian side. This shows care for alliance with America. Netherlands sent radar and flying cameras, increased defense money, and has US nuclear weapons. Dutch people support because of past plane loss. Helps with people aid and rebuilding. Works in EU for more help to Ukraine. This makes US group stronger in Europe. Number 3. Denmark. Denmark helps America against Russia strongly as NATO member. Denmark has given 9 billion euros in military help to Ukraine by 2025, like Leopard tanks, Caesar big guns, and F-16 planes. It leads air group with US and trains pilots. Gave all its big guns and bullets. Put rules on Russia, stopping oil and money. Leader said 10-year help plan. At UN, votes no to Russia. Old ties to Baltic make Denmark active. This help makes US better in Europe. Denmark sent boats and winter help. Increase NATO money and does practice with US. Danes support because close to Russia Sea. Gives 0.9 billion euros for people help like medicine. Pushes EU for more aid. Shows care for free values with America. Denmark allocated 0.8 billion euros for Ukraine weapons through EU in 2025. Hosts Ukrainian refugees. Historical Viking history links to region. Number 2. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom supports America against Russia fully as special friend in NATO. The UK has given £13 billion in military help to Ukraine by 2025, like Challenger tanks, Storm Shadow missiles, and AS-90 guns. First to give tanks and long missiles. Trains soldiers and shares spy info with US. Put hard rules on Russian rich people, stopping billions money and energy buy. Leader went to Ukraine many times, signing safety deals. At UN, leads no to Russia. Old Cold War job makes UK strong partner. This help makes special tie with America better. UK promised £4.5 billion more in 2025. Sent drones and air protect. Increased defense money. British people like because of history fights. Gives financial loans and people aid. Works in G7 for Ukraine. Shows UK cares about world peace with US. Number 1. Germany. Germany is number 1 helping America against Russia. As big Europe money and NATO member, Germany has given 40 billion euros in military help to Ukraine by 2025, like Leopard tanks, Gepard air guns, and Iris-T systems. Changed from slow to big giver. Put rules on Russia, stopping Nord Stream gas and oil buy. Leader went to Ukraine saying big change in defense. At UN, blames Russia and helps aid. Old World War II bad feeling made slow, but Russia attack changed. This help is key for US NATO team. Germany sent Patriot systems and plans more. Increased defense to 2% money, buying US F-35 planes. Germans now support more. Gives 34 billion euros for people and money help. Hosts many Ukraine people running. Pushes EU for strong rules. Shows Germany's strong friend to America. Thanks for watching this list of top 10 countries supporting America against Russia. If you learned something new, give it a like, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts below. Stay informed.